Things started as soon as coach is settled, if he doesn't mind opening remarks, and then we'll go to questions from the floor. Coach, welcome to Louisville.
Thank you. We've got a big challenge ahead of us. We don't get an opportunity to watch Virginia much during the season because of the time difference, but last couple days watching them on film, very impressive team, well coached, know what they want to do on every possession. So be a big challenge for our basketball team, but our guys are excited about the opportunity, excited about the challenge, and we're going to have to play awfully well to give ourselves an opportunity.
Thanks, Coach. Let's open it up to the floor. Question here on the right side, center aisle.
Doug Dowdy from the Roanoke Times in Virginia. It seemed that you had a series there with Virginia about 10 years ago. How did that get started?
I took the job at Oregon, and we needed games, and so we called Virginia, and we went out there first. It was my first year, so it was 9 years ago, and then the second year they came back to our place. But we were needing a game, and Tony was needing a game, so we just went home and we started the series out there, and then got beat at home also.
Okay. Second row here on my left side, Dana. Yeah. And then we'll go to the right side here. Second.
Dana, obviously there's a lot of words and rumors being passed around about your program right now with the Michael Avenatti stuff this week. Do you have anything that you can say to what's been said or implicated or rumored?
No, I don't have any information on that. Bull's been with us this year, but I don't have any information on that.
Okay, go to the right side here, center aisle.
Ron Couch, the Daily Progress in Charlottesville. Coach, you guys lost Bowl, I think 9th game of this season, but still since then, you guys have been one of the most efficient defenses in the country. How did you guys adjust your defense after losing your 7-2 center, and what's been the key to your defense being so successful?
Well, we've kind of been up and down all year with the injuries. Lou didn't play the first 9 games, 9 or 10 games, because he was recovering from knee surgery, and then Bull hurt his foot, and then Kenny broke his jaw and was out for a month. And when we got him back, Paul White twisted his ankle, and he was ineffective for a while. So and I know it's an excuse, everybody has injuries, but we've kind of been up and down with injuries. And Bolt would have been a real productive member of our defense. His shot blocking ability would have really helped us. He and Kenny together would have really given us a 1-2 punch there to protect the rim. But the guys have stepped up. Our communication's been a lot better here lately. Guys have taken a lot more pride in doing a good job with the scouting report and with their defense. So, hopefully we can keep that up. This is the most efficient offense, though, we've faced. Their efficiency numbers are off the chart. They don't turn the ball over. They get the shot they want on most possessions. So it'd be a big challenge for us defensively because, just how well they handle the ball and how well they know what they want on each possession and look for it.
Let's go to the left end here, second row, and then we'll go in the right back.
Gary Graves, Associated Press. Along that line, when you're talking about offensive efficiency, this team, these last 10 games, seems to have really flipped the switch in terms of not just scoring points, but really locking down. With everything that's happened, how do you attribute that turnaround so quick?
Well, I think 2 things. Communication, first of all. Guys are really doing a better job there. And then, we are healthy now. We've got everybody, and the guys have really gelled together. The 9 guys that we're playing now, really feel comfortable, I think, with their roles. And, they're really playing unselfishly now on the offensive end and on the defensive end. So, we are playing our best basketball. Whether it'll be good enough tomorrow night, I'm not sure, but we are playing a lot better than we were, a month, 6 weeks ago.
Let's go to my right in the back row.
Dana Pat 40 from Yahoo Sports. Are you concerned at all with Michael Avenatti's allegations regarding Bol, and what's the nature of Bol's relationship with Mel McDonald?
You know, I don't have any information on, you know, the things that are going on. And, you know, as far as Mel's relationship with Bol, you know, I know they know each other. What the relationship is, I'm not quite sure, but they definitely know each other.
Next question for Coach. Left side, center aisle here.
Yeah, Kip Kuhn, South Boston News and Record, and Press Box View. Dana, having seen Tony's Packline defense, even though it was years ago, does that help in your preparation for the way they play it now?
You know, I think, you know, it's not the same defense that he's run. I think they get out a little bit more than what they previously have. You know, they're really, you know, pressuring the ball a little bit more with Clark. You know, he's picking up a little bit more full court in that. So, you know, I think it's a little different. As I mentioned earlier, we don't get to see them a lot because of the time difference. But, you know, what I've seen and what I remember, I think it's a little bit more extended than it has been in previous years. And, you know, they rebound the ball so well. That's, you know, the thing that not many people talk about. They're a +5 on the boards. And that's a big number, you know, considering their competition level, and that to be a +5 is a big stat.
Left side here, second row, Dana, and then we'll go to Gary.
Dana, just DeAndre Hunter specifically, what kind of challenges does he specifically play on this team because of his talents?
Well, he's so versatile, Dana. I mean, he does so many things. He can go outside and shoot the three, he puts the ball on the floor, he posts up. Anytime you have a young man player that can score in those three areas and, you know, just doesn't get in a hurry, his tempo, his pace, you know, he makes the right decision, you know, 9 times out of 10. So his ability to score from 3 different levels and his pace, he's a tough matchup at 6'7", you know, and good athlete, just a real difficult matchup.
Staying over here on my left, Coach.
Coach, obviously you knew what you were getting with Amin, but what have you seen here with him lately that's really been a surprise to me? Where has he really been valuable to you?
Well, Ehab's given us tremendous energy off the bench. You know, we were really struggling against Cal Irvine, and you know, he came in and hit a big shot, but defensively really got us going again. So his energy off the bench, defensively, has been really good. He's been real active on the boards, but he's really a good leader defensively, and he's been making some big shots for us. You know, he went 4 for 4 against Cal Irvine from 3, and you know, he's done some things offensively in the conference tournament to really help us. But his biggest help's been on the defensive end and definitely on the boards.
Next question here in the right side, center aisle.
Yes, looks like you lost those 3 games in a row, second half of February. Then you went on and won 10 in a row. Can you kind of, for those of us who don't see all the time, what happened there?
Well, we were really bad in those 3 games. So we had 3 road games in a row, and you know, it was definitely our low point, or one of the low points of the year. We played really poorly at Oregon State, at USC, and then the second half of UCLA, we broke down defensively terribly. So 3 really poor performances, and but we came back home. The guys got themselves right, really did a good job getting together and getting each other prepared, and we played really well against Arizona State and Arizona at home. 28-point win over Arizona State, and I think 26 over Arizona, and really started playing much more connected offensively and defensively, and just started playing a lot better. But those 3 road games, you know, we were bad. We weren't a very good basketball team, and the guys really righted the ship there and really did a great job.
Go my left side here in the back row.
Coach, usually a 12 seed gets this far, and they're sort of viewed as a Cinderella. You all obviously don't have a Cinderella pedigree in Oregon, but being the lone, low seed in this tournament, what's your perception of it? Do you use that as a motivator or any sort of underdog role with this team?
Well, I don't think at this point anybody needs any motivation. The guys are excited about playing, and for the total of the season, we weren't a good basketball team. If you look at our last 8 or 9, 10 games, we've been a totally different team. But before that, we were really inconsistent. Within games, from game to game, our consistency was not very good. Kind of what you'd expect with 4 freshmen and a grad transfer and some injuries. We were just up and down. But again, the last 10 games, we've been a lot different team. But to answer your question, I think our guys are so excited about playing. I told them right away when the pairings came out, numbers don't mean anything. Cal Irvine didn't think of himself as a 13 after winning 31 games, and we didn't think of ourselves as a 12. Going against Wisconsin, we didn't look at ourselves as a big underdog. So Virginia is a team that is 31-3. They've established themselves. Their consistency level is off the charts. So we're going to have to play really well. We know that. There's all areas of the game, and especially the boards, we're going to have to play awfully well to give ourselves an opportunity.
Time for 1 or 2 more right here on the left side on the edge.
Following up on Amin, when you got him, what kind of role did you envision for him, and just really what were your expectations, and where you thought he would fit in?
Well, he was a starter for us early in the year, and I'm not sure how many games exactly, but he started for us to start the season, and then his role changed as the year went on, and then he got excited about his role and really started doing a great job. But when we brought him in, we knew he was a good defender. We knew that I think he led the nation in steals one year that he was at Corpus Christi, and he had averaged double figures, so we knew he could score some baskets. But we liked his basketball savvy. We liked how hard he played, and so we knew he could add something to our ball team.
Okay, last question right here, center aisle.
Coach, as a 6'9" forward who can also shoot the 3, how has Louis King kind of affected your offense this season, and how have you seen him kind of step into a large role as a freshman? Did he do that very, very early? Did he come in late in the season after Bol got hurt? When did he step in?
Well, we got a slow start. He was recovering from knee surgery, so he didn't play, I'm not sure, 9 or 10 games to start the year, and then we had a minute restriction all the way through December, and I don't think he got fully cleared till maybe the second week in January. So he was a little bit rusty, coming in after sitting out, 8 or 9 months. But he picked it up, and he's playing really good now. He's shooting it better. His conditioning is a lot better now than it was, in January and February. So I think that's helped him a bunch. He's got a good feel for how we're trying to use him offensively. So he's playing really good, but he did get off to a slow start, obviously missing the first, part of the season, and then being on minute restriction for, until mid-January. It's kind of hard to really get into a flow until, you're 100% and ready to go.
Okay, good deal. Coach, thanks and
All
good
right,
luck.
thank you.